All right, we're getting prepared to lift this interior garage wall. Again, we've got a center what is it, 4x8 going up in the middle of this bay. So we got a couple posts ready, had them laid down. We lagged, got 3 deep lags in each one of these. Several screws running into the joists and some of the blocking into the top of the double top plate. And what we also do is we'll screw a 2x4 to here, another 2x4 that'll catch right underneath the lower of the top plate. Got our couple jacks, and what we've got to do, we've got to replace this this mud sill and the girder from some weird cutout shit they did. Just like over in the kitchen, they just butchered this outer piece, you know, the sill, everything, to bring water up. We're gonna actually create a little soffit here to run all the pipes, electrical, all that shit through it is gonna go through a soffit here, so we can bring these things up through the floor like we did in the kitchen. But as you can see here, they had cut a couple of these pieces of floor back to where they don't land on anything. There's another cutout back behind us. But, you know, when we go to lift this, it's going to try to take the tongue groove, everything with it. So what we've done is cut the floor sill, because this was already split underneath this stud. So we cut it back to there. We're going to replace it all the way over to the vent, the dryer vent. In order to do that, what I've found it easiest to do is just cut in between the studs, pull that piece up so you can get these nails into the floor. Otherwise, you got to come in here and try to cut them all. And then when you go and you send new nails down, half the time you hit those and they fucking U-turn or they don't want to drive in. But there was some good bit of water damage in here from, you know, the sink having a broken drain, the wash machine having probably some more broken drain. It was rotted all the way over into here. What we're gonna do is we cut out the floor. We know the next girder is it was 4 feet 4.5 inches over to it. So we're gonna cut it, slide it out, replacing this one, this one, this one. These two, or these three. Possibly that one. That one looks like it might have termite damage. It might just be some old rot. Either way, that might have to come out. So it sucks because they're not 4 feet, they're 4'4". So, you know, you got to get a 10-footer just to make 2, and then you got, you know, maybe a piece of blocking left. But that's got to happen. The only thing we're not going to be able to reach is here. They had some 20 pennies going into the mud sill. They've got the same on the back. We're not going to be able to get those, but hopefully we can get it up high enough to get the pressure off here, get a Sawzall in there and just cut the back ones, slide them out. The mud sill, that's going to be a real treat. Luckily, we're taking some floorboards out, so we'll have room to get a new drill down in, or concrete drill in there, drill into the concrete, just to make some new anchors, because as you can see, they're tied off on the very back half edge. Just got word that our 2x2 square Simpson tie down washers, we need 3x3. Luckily, we've got enough room in here that we could unscrew them, pop the washers off, pop new ones in. A couple of them sit underneath studs. They're kind of fucked at this point. I hope we don't have to go rip walls apart to replace one tie-down anchor, but it may come to that. But this is how we're getting it done. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but we've tried it a couple ways, and coming in here and cutting these seems to be the easiest way without tearing up the old floor. Now, tongue and groove, it's been wet before, but it's nice and solid. It's not dry rotted. Until you get back in here, there may be just a tiny bit of rot just on the ends, but those are the ones that are getting replaced anyway. You know, these ones that maybe have some damage, we might go through and put some of, hit it with the treatment. I mean, it's not a bad idea anyway, especially since you've got water coming through here. Up in there will be a drain and water coming up. Same thing over here, drain and water coming up. So we might just go ahead and do a little preventative shit and get a spray up underneath inside. I don't know that would help. That wood preservative stuff, it seems to repel water when water hits it. That may be bad. It may just, instead of staying right there localized, it may just fucking walk the water out into areas that we really don't want it to. So, not sure yet, but in any case, this has got to get done. That's real cute, that gap they just left there. We're going to put a domino in there because this section of girder's fine. We're really just doing it because right here is where that vertical's going. We want to make sure this is nice and solid to hold this 1,000-pound bastard, which got word this may actually be sized one size too small for this span to not have a vertical, but that's for the engineer to sort out. They'll get it figured out. But yeah, just nothing but chasing damage through this whole house. We did manage yesterday to get the old tile roof off. A little bit windy out here. Let's get up on the truck. Roof tiles are all off. All the old insulation's out, exposed. Can't really see it too well. We went ahead and exposed everything so you can see the bottom of the sheetrock. Take you up there here. Of course, my ladder's strapped off. Don't worry about it. Yes, I've got my my safety harness on. Don't worry about it. Not too bad down in here. A little dirty, not really stained, but then, oh boy. Yes, sir. That is all guano. All the way over. All the way up. So, we're going to be punching out this sheetrock down in the room below, getting new sheetrock, but first, the plan for the roof. All the skip sheeting is fine. We're going to add some skips in here, 1/2-inch ply on top. Standing metal seam roof going on here. Once we get the sheeting up from down in the room we were working on, we're going to have some insulation guys come out and just blow the shit up here. Make it nice and watertight. Airtight, rather. Roof should take care of the watertight part, huh? Forgot I need to take some of these tiles home and weigh them. Owner wanted to know how much weight we took off the roof. So we'll get one of these. That was a ridge tile. Here's our corner caps. And they are different. And I got to get a flat one and weigh it, but that's where we're at. Peeled a little bit of the roof off this side, just what overhung onto this side. Just to get an idea of what was there. But that's it. We'll be back tomorrow.